Okay. Well, do you remember last class we talked about free time? Remember free time activities? Yes?
Yes.
And for that, we talked about the present, but we incorporated some new vocabulary. And also we talked about these words expressing frequency of actions. Yes?
Yes.
I gave you some homework. Could you do this homework?
Yes, I do.
Yes? Yes, I did.
I did, sorry.
Yes. Okay, let me share my screen to go to, wait. Okay, so here we are. My free time. I asked you to do exercises 6 and 7, right?
Yes.
Okay. Here we two. Yes. Six. Okay, here we are. Here you had to read the questions and answers, and you had to correct the mistakes that each of them has. Yes?
Yes.
Okay, Andres, can you please read, what mistake did you find in number 1?
I read that and correct.
Yes, please.
How often does your brother meet friends? He meets friends every day at work.
Good. He meets, right, with an S because it's third person. Be careful with the pronunciation of friends. I is not pronounced. So you actually pronounce this. Friends. Okay?
Okay.
Okay, good. Go on with number 2, please. Sorry, who else came in? Sebastián. Lady, okay. Okay, Sebastián?
Yeah.
Hello?
Hello.
Okay,
Hello.
we are checking the homework. The same as lady, hello? Okay.
Hi.
Hi. Did you do the homework, Sebastián and lady?
Yes,
Yes.
I did.
Sebastián, can you please read example number 2? We are checking it. Read it and tell me what correction you made.
Okay. No. No tengo la de la 2, no.
Okay, lady, do you have it? Lady?
No, means I don't.
You don't have
I
it?
haven't.
You don't have it. Okay, let's see Andres, please.
Do you ever get to work late in the morning? I am often late for work.
Okay,
Often,
I am
pardon.
often late for work. So here we have that often goes after verb to be here, right? Be careful with the pronunciation of that word. Also, you should pronounce often. T is not pronounced. Okay, good. Let's see, Sebastián, don't you have number 2 or do you have the others?
What?
Do you have the rest of the sentences? Or was it only number 2?
I have 3.
You have 3 of them.
The correct of sentence 3.
Number 3, yeah. Can you please read the sentence and then read it with the correction, please?
Okay. Do your boyfriend often cook at home? No, he never cooks at home.
Okay.
The correct. I have a question. Do you boyfriend or does your boyfriend?
What do you think? I mean, your boyfriend is he.
He. Does.
Corresponds to he. So
Does your boyfriend
exactly.
often cook
Does
at,
your boyfriend.
okay, often cook at home?
Right. Does your boyfriend often cook at home? Right. Let's see number 4. So lady, you don't have any. You don't have the homework, do you?
No, miss, excuse me. I forget it.
Okay. Let's see Andres, please. Number 4.
When do you get up in the morning? I get up every morning at 7. No? Oh.
No. I mean, almost, but not. Yeah, that is the mistake. Let me check this. The mistake is, where is it here? The mistake is the position of every morning. Yeah, I mean, every morning is in the wrong place. But where do you think you should? Here we have every, sorry, no, nothing to do. Wait.
It's get up at 7 every morning?
Exactly.
Yeah.
I get up at 7 every morning. This, I know, come on. How can I move this? This should be here. Yes? I get up at 7 every morning. Remember that night. Drawing is not my cup of tea, definitely. Okay? But the thing is that the questions, the answers to the questions, how, where, and when, wait. This information should always go at the end of the sentence in that order, right? So every morning answers the question when. So I get up at 7 every morning. Do you understand it? Sorry, do you understand it?
But at 7, it's not when?
Yes, it's also when, but it's more specific. When you have two pieces of information, maybe where and when, also you can have two, for example, could be, well, in this case, it's at 7 every morning. The first one, you go from the most particular to the most general. Let's think of another example. If you say, for example, she, I don't know, she was born on, I don't know, May 10, I don't know, 1999. Here we have May 10 is one thing, 1999 is another one. The most specific is May 10. The most general is 1999. So you put the two together, but first you put the most specific one. Do you understand it?
Yes.
Yes. Another example, not with time, but maybe with places. For example, if I say they, I don't know, they went to the supermarket in Rancagua, I don't know. The supermarket is also a place. Rancagua is another place. So the most particular to the most general. Is it? Do you understand it?
Yes.
Yes? Okay. Well, let's go to number 5. I don't know who can do number 5. Andres, can you?
Yes, I can.
Okay.
How often do they watch TV?
Mhm.
They hardly ever watch TV.
Very good. Very good. Good. Let's see number 6. Sebastian?
6. I is what do you do in the summer?
Exactly. That's correct. So question, what do you do in the summer? Very good. Andres, let's see number 7.
How often does your daughter go to bed at 10? She always goes to bed at 10.
Okay, she always, right. She always goes to bed at 10. Very good. Let's see, Sebastian. So, sorry, who was, I forgot whose turn is it? Number 8, Andres?
Can you make coffee? No, I never make coffee.
Very good. Very good, guys. Yes, that's it. Any questions or comments about this exercise? Is it?
No.
No? Okay. Well, let's go to the second part of the homework where you had to put these activities, these sports and these activities with the correct verb. Here we have 3, play, go, and do. This is merely vocabulary, right? Some of these activities or sports go with some of these, one of these verbs, okay? This is something fixed. Okay, let's see the first one, play. Which ones do you use with play? Who can do this?
Tennis.
Tennis, good.
Baseball.
Okay.
And football.
Very good. So here we have the play is used with the sports involving a ball, you can say. Yeah, all of them involves a ball. Okay, good. Let's see number 2, go. Who can do that?
Running.
I'm sorry?
Running.
Running, good.
Cycling.
Very good.
And swimming.
Swimming, very good. So here we have that the 3 activities that are used with the verb to go and in ing, right? You go cycling, you go running, you go swimming. Okay, good. Well, finally we have do. Who can read the last one, please?
Do yoga, do karate, do gymnastics.
Very good. You do gymnastics, karate, and or karate and yoga, right? Very good. Any questions about this? Or comments, I don't know. No? Okay. Well, this is vocabulary that you are expected to incorporate into your language, okay? Well, as I said, I said to Andres at the beginning, this is, up to now we have studied different vocabulary, but we have moved in present tense. This is what we have been doing. Today, we're going to start with simple past. Talking about the past, okay? So, let's see, let me, wait. If you go, please, to Material Docente, who was he? Okay, please download that. Okay, here we are. Okay, Here we have three pictures. Three famous people. Oops, sorry. Three famous people. Let's see if you can match the picture with the name. Let's see the first picture. Who was he? Do you know him?
He is Elvis Presley.
Okay, he is, no, because he's dead. So he
Was?
very good. He was Elvis Presley. He was Elvis Presley, right. The second one, who was he?
He was Albert Einstein.
He was Albert Einstein or Einstein, right? And the last one? Well, obviously, who was he?
He was Churchill.
He was Winston Churchill, yes. Let's see, what do you know? Do you know anything about them? For example, Elvis Presley, do you know anything? Who was he?
He was a singer,
Uh-huh.
a famous singer in America.
Okay, sorry?
He was born in United States.
Okay, right. Yeah, he was born in the United States. So what was his nationality?
Oh, what?
What was his nationality if he was born in the States?
He was American.
He was American. Yeah. He was American. Yes. Okay, he was a famous singer. Why was he so famous? Do you know?
I don't know.
No? Anybody?
Because he danced. I don't know. His movements are different for the time. I don't know.
Okay, right, you're right. His dance, his movements were very erotical. And at that time it was not usual. Yeah. Okay, that was one of the things. There was another reason why he was so famous. He was famous in the 50s, more or less. Well, he became famous in the 50s until he died. But there was another reason, no? Don't you know that? No? I don't know if he created, but he was one of the main representatives of rock and roll in the world. Do you know rock and roll?
Yes.
Yes.
I know.
Do you know it? That was the beginning of, no, not the beginning, but the ancestor. Rock and roll is the ancestor of rock. Yeah, rock and roll was the movement that, I mean, I don't know if the movement, but the dance and the music that Elvis Presley was famous for. Do you know anything about his death?
No, I don't know.
No?
No.
Okay.
He was dead for sobredosis.
Yes, overdose. Yes.
Oh, yes.
Yes. Wait. He died. Here we have a new verb. He died of an overdose. An overdose of everything, actually, I think. Yeah, he died of an overdose. Okay. Do you know anything else about him? I mean, him, his music, his life, his death, I don't know. Any other information that you may have? Somebody wrote something.
He has a problem with drugs.
Definitely, yeah, he had a problem. He had a drug problem. Yeah, okay.
And
Do you
some
know anything about, sorry.
Some people think that he's never died.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, you're right. Some people think that he never died. Yeah, that he's, I don't know, hidden somewhere. Yeah, something like Gardel or something like that. It's a kind of myth, you know. Yeah. Do you know anything about his family? Did he have any children, for example?
No.
No? Yes, he had a daughter. And his daughter married Michael Jackson. They were all mad people. And you know that? Didn't you know that?
No.
Yeah, he had a daughter, an only daughter, Lisa Marie Presley. And she became, well, she was the only wife that, I mean, Michael Jackson's wife. Le fallaba alguna tuerca. Okay. Well, let's see the second one. Albert Einstein, who was he?
He was
He
a
was a
science.
scientist.
I'm sorry, lady?
He was a scientist.
He was a scientist. Where was he from?
Where?
I'm sorry?
Can you repeat, please?
Where was he from?
I don't know.
No?
He was American or no?
No. Well,
He
yeah,
was
in the
born
end,
in
he
Germany.
became an American citizen, but he was not American originally.
Germany?
Yes. So he was a German scientist, right? Sorry, he was a German scientist. Okay. And why was he so famous?
Because he created the theory of relativity.
Okay. He created the theory of relativity. Do you know what that theory is about? Relativity. What is that theory about?
The time is relative.
The time, no, time.
Oh, time is relative.
Time is relative. And what does that mean?
That means the conception of time depends of the who was observed any phenomenon.
Okay.
No, I
The
don't
concept, yeah, very good. The concept of time depends on, sorry, depends on the person, the watcher, or no?
Yes, the what?
Depends on the watcher, okay? Right, so he was born in Germany, and why did he go to the United States? Do you know why?
I don't know.
Do you know when he moved to the United States? Come on. No idea?
No.
Well, I can tell you something. He was Jewish. He was Jewish. So in Germany, it was not good at that time to be Jewish in Germany in the 30s.
The Nazis?
Exactly. He escaped from the Nazis and then he went to the States. And that's where he developed all his work. Okay, and then he became an American citizen. Yeah. Okay, let's see. What about the last one? Churchill. Who was he? I'm sorry. I was trying to... Oof. Who was Winston Churchill?
He was Prime Minister of UK.
Yes.
On Second War.
Yeah, you're right. He was, yes, he was the Prime Minister. The Prime Minister of Great Britain or of the UK. Well, during the Second War, yes. Actually, he was re-elected. Yeah. Why was he so famous?
He a speech. No, he gave a speech.
Yeah.
About en español, en inglés no se me ocurre la palabra, para unir a los aliados. Yeah.
He was, well, he gave many speeches, not only one.
Hubo uno, sangre, sudor y lágrimas, creo que era.
No, yeah, okay. The idea is that he encouraged, I don't know if encourage is the correct word, it's the only one I can think of. He encouraged British people, the British, to get united against, oh, this is very philosophical, against Hitler.
Yes.
Yes, good lady. I don't know if you like to watch Netflix series or films about that period of time during the Second War. No? No? There is a very good film that was, well, I don't know, it's not in, I don't think it is in Netflix, but it's called Dunkerque. Have you ever heard about Dunkirk in English? Have you ever heard about that film? The Battle of Dunkirk? No?
No.
Oh. It's a war, it's a Belgic film. It's very good, not because of the attacks, but it's very good because you can understand the British mentality, the British character. And Winston Churchill there in that moment played a very important role during the Second World War. So if you have the possibility, I really recommend it. Okay, so here we have these three people. All of them are dead now, but we are going to talk about them, okay? Here we have some very brief text about these people. Please see how you can complete them using the information there. Yes?
Yes.
Ready?
A moment, please.
Okay.
Okay, Miss.
Okay, everybody ready? Let's see number one. Let's see, lady, please. Can you read the first sentence?
He was a famous American pianist.
Sorry, no. Pianist?
Singer.
No. Singer.
Singer.
Yeah, he was a, yeah. Yeah, because number one is Elvis Presley. So he was a famous American singer. Go on, Pedro, please.
He was famous for his music.
He was famous for his music, right? Go on, and Andres, please.
He was born in 1935 in Mississippi, USA.
Okay, he was born in 1935, right? Go on, Sebastian, please.
His parents were very poor. It was a difficult time for the American economy.
Right, okay. Very poor. It was a difficult time for the American economy. Do you know why? This is extra. Why was it difficult for the American economy? In that, this is a question to all of you. 1935, do you know what happened in that period?
La Gran Depresión Económica.
Exactly, the Great Depression, yes. When the stock exchange of New York collapsed, yeah. Okay, good. Let's see. Lady, please, can you read the first sentence of the second part?
He was a German scientist.
Okay, finish the sentence after that, please.
Okay, he was famous for this theory of relativity.
Okay, good. Let's see, Pedro, please go on. Pedro, can you hear me?
Sorry. He was born in 1879 in Germany.
Okay, right. Andres, please finish the paragraph.
His father was a businessman and his mother was a pianist.
Okay. His father was a businessman and his mother was a pianist. Let's see number 3. Let's see, Andres, please, the first sentence.
He was the Prime Minister of the UK from 1940 to 1945 and 1950 and 1951.
Okay, let me have a look at the, okay, yes. Sorry, I don't know how to do that. Okay, right, good. Go on, please, lady.
He was born in England in 1874.
Right. Finish the paragraph, please, Pedro.
I am not sure. His parents were rich and famous.
Yes.
His
Read the
father was a politician,
Politician.
and his mother was the daughter of an American millionaire.
Millionaire. Okay, very good. Any questions about these sentences? No? Okay. Well, as you could see in the questions and answers we checked, we saw the past tense of the verb to be. We said, well, as you could see, when we talked about verb to be in present, we have 3 forms. Yes, 3 forms that were, which were they? Which were the 3 forms of verb to be in present?
Is, are.
Exactly, very good. Am, is, are. But in the past, we have only 2, and they are was and were. Yes. So here you have a table with the how to use them, right? Here we have the affirmative forms. We can see that I, he, she, it was. You, we, they were. And then the negative forms wasn't or weren't. And the questions are the same as in present, but you invert the order. Was I, were you, was he, she, it, were we, were they, etc. And the short answers are yes, I was, no, I wasn't. Yes, you were, no, you weren't. Okay, yes, he was, no, he wasn't. Is that right? Is it okay?
Yes, okay.
Everybody?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, okay. So here we're going to do this very fast, I mean orally, because it's very easy, okay? Let's see, Sebastian, please, can you read the first sentence?
Albert Einstein was a scientist.
No, sorry. The idea is, I mean, if you read the sentence, Albert Einstein, the Prime Minister of the United Kingdom, that is not true. So, wasn't.
Ah, okay.
You see? Please,
Okay.
can you read it with the correct?
Albert Einstein was not the Prime Minister of UK.
Okay, good. Let's see number 2. Pedro?
Winston Churchill was born in 1874.
1874.
1874.
Right. Number 3. Let's see, Andres?
Elvis Presley wasn't a scientist.
Right, good. Number 4, lady.
Einstein's parents were not German. No,
Right.
were German.
Were not or weren't, right? Number 5, Sebastian.
Churchill's father was not a pianist.
Pianist. Okay, right. Good. Let's see 6, Andres.
Churchill's parents wasn't poor.
Be careful.
No, sorry, weren't poor.
Weren't, because parents is mother and father, right? Weren't poor. Number 7, lady.
Elvis was famous for his music.
Right, good. Number 8, Pedro.
Churchill wasn't famous for his music.
Right, wasn't, good. Let's see number 9, Sebastian.
Elvis was born in 1935.
Okay. Number 10, lady.
Einstein wasn't born in Mississippi.
Okay, very good. Any questions about this? No? Okay. Now I will ask you to work in pairs. Today you are 4 students, so it's perfect for pair work, okay? I will ask you to think about a famous historical person in your country, or somebody, I mean, in the case of lady that is not Chilean, you can find somebody that could be known, I mean, familiar to you, right? The only condition, obviously, is that the person must belong to the past, okay? So the idea is to ask and answer questions using verb to be. Yes, these questions. Yes, do you understand it? Do you understand it?
Yes.
Yes, okay. So I will open two breakout rooms. Wait. I know I will stop sharing. I will give you some minutes and then you will report the information you got. Yes? Do you understand?
Okay.
Okay. There you are. Okay, good. So I would like to listen to you, I mean, reporting the information you chose, okay? Let's see, Sebastián, can you please tell me, I mean,
Yes.
we're going to report about.
Andrés, si puedes proyectar, por favor. Yeah. I choose Gabriela Mistral.
Mm-hmm.
Hacemos como o sea, we do the
No, you can say, for example, I don't know, Gabriela Mistral, I don't know, nació en tal parte, en tal año,
okay.
hizo tal cosa, bla, 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 su familia, ¿ok?
Okay. Yeah, Gabriela Mistral, she was a poet. She was born in Vicuña, Coquimbo region of Chile. Her parents weren't rich. Her father was a teacher. They were from Chile, but his grandparents were Spanish. She was born in 1889. She was famous poet and she won a literature Nobel Prize.
Okay, very good. Very good. Yeah. You work with Andres. Okay, let's see, Andres, what about you?
I choose Felipe Camiroaga.
Okay.
He was a famous TV host.
Sorry, he was a famous what?
TV host. Presentador
Yeah,
de...
okay, yeah.
He was born in Santiago, Chile. His parents are rich, not like a, I don't know, podcast, but
Yeah.
they have a good situation. His mother is from Canarias Island, and his father is from Chile. She was born in, sorry, he was born in 1966. And he was a famous TV host, actor, and comedian.
That's it?
Yes.
Okay, right. Okay, I'm taking notes. There are some comments I will make at the end of the reports. Yes? Okay, good, Andres. Thank you. Let's see, Pedro. What can you say?
I choose Salvador Allende. He was a president of Chile in he was a president of Chile in 1970 and 1973. He was from Santiago, Chile, and he was born in Valparaíso, Chile. Perdón, no son ricos, not the rich. His parent is not rich. He was poor parents. They were from Valparaíso. He was born in June 76. In 98, he was a famous president of Socialist Chile.
Sorry, he was born, when was he born?
He was born on June 76 in 1908.
Yeah, okay. Okay. Wait. Okay. Okay. Good. Let's see, lady.
I continue. Okay. I talk about Miguel Grau. Miguel Maria Grau Seminario was a Peruvian military sailor and politician. He was of Paita in Piura, Peru. his parents were poor, and he was born on July 27 in 1834, where he was a national hero. He was known as the Knight of the Seas.
Sorry, I couldn't hear the last part.
He was known as the Knight, Caballero, Knight of the Seas.
Knight of?
Of the Sea. Caballero de los Mares. Knight of the
Caballero de los Mares?
Sea.
Okay, so he was, sorry?
He was known as the Knight of the Sea.
Sorry, I cannot understand the last part, lady.
Él fue conocido como el Caballero de los Mares.
He was known as the Knight of the Seas.
Exacto.
Okay. Okay, right. Good, lady. Okay, in general, it was good. I would like to show something. Let me see. I will use the chat. Be careful when you pronounce this word. I mean, the things you wear on your feet are shoes. Zapatos. Yeah. Shoes. Yeah. Different from the verb to choose. That is to select. Escoger. Okay? The second one, the pronunciation of the second one is like choose. Choose. Es como si tuviera una T al comienzo, imaginaria, por supuesto. Yeah? Well, and the past tense, the past of choose is chose. Chose. Yeah? So, I choose or I chose, I don't know, Gabriela Mistral, Miguel Grau, or whoever, okay? Be careful not to use two subjects. For example, if you're talking about Gabriela Mistral was a poet. But you cannot say Gabriela Mistral, she was a poet, because Gabriela Mistral and she are the same person. Do you understand it? Salvador Allende, Salvador Allende was the president of Chile. Or he was, but not Salvador Allende, and he is the same person. You are repeating this then. Okay? Okay, something, be careful with región. En inglés no existe el sonido J, no existe. Existe algo parecido que es como la aspiración cuando uno dice he es como una aspiración, pero no corresponde a la letra G. This word is pronounced region. 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 Okay? A TV host, yeah, could be. When you want to say they were not rich, but they were not poor. I mean, they had una buena situación económica. In English, you say they were well off. That's the expression. To be well off is to have a good economic situation. Yeah. Then talking about a period of time, I mean, talking about Salvador Allende, he was president between 1970 and 1973. Entre tal año y tal año. No, he was president in 1970 and 1973. Eso es como que hubiera sido presidente elegido 2 veces, en el 70 y en el 73, y no es esa la idea. ¿Ok, Pedro? Pedro, can you hear me?
Sí, súper.
Okay. Be careful with the, I mean, you cannot confuse she and he, because it's totally different. And when you talk about his parents, you are talking about 2 people, mother and father, so it's plural. His parents were not rich, but his parents were not, okay? He was born on June 26, not 76. No existe el día 76. 26, okay? And lady, when you say that Grau was, he was from Peru, not from of Peru, no, from Peru. Okay? Is it okay?
Okay.
Yes, everybody,
Yes.
any questions, any comments? This is something that you will have to do in the final, in the final, definitely in the midterm, okay? You will have to talk about, I will show you some photos and you will have to talk about some people in the past. That's why I am interested in your learning this well. Well, if there are no questions, I would like to go for a break now. Is that okay? 15 minutes and then we continue?
Okay.
Okay. 15 more minutes. What about the... Okay. Everybody back?
Yes, Miss.
Yes? Okay, good. Well, in the first part, we practice, how to talk about the past, but using only verbs to be. Now we are going to incorporate other verbs also, okay? So for that, I will ask you to go to your cursos again, material docente. And wait. Here we have another file. This is your life. Yes, please download it. This material includes different parts, vocabulary, some new verbs, and also listening comprehension, okay? Okay. Okay. First of all, here we have, here we have different events, okay? 7 different events and 7 different dates or years, okay? The idea is to match the dates with the events, okay? According to what you know, what you think, okay? Please match the 2 columns. Do you understand it?
Yes.
Yes, okay, please match them. In the meantime, I will to Okay. Not yet.
A moment, please.
Okay.
Okay, Miss.
Okay, everybody? Are you ready?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Let's see. I don't know. What I cannot see your names here. Wait. Here. Okay. Let's see, Sebastian, please. Can you match the first pair? Read
Okay.
number one.
The invention of the first cameras and the 19th century.
Century. Right.
Century.
The 19th century. Yeah. With the 19th, décimo noveno. That's the way to read that. The 19th century. Right, good. Let's see the second one, Andres.
Facebook starts was in 2004.
Sorry?
2004. Facebook starts was in 2004.
20, 2004. Yeah, you're right. Wait.
It's not right. Say 20 and 4.
No. I mean, there are two ways. One is the one that is given here, 2004 or 2004.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, both ways. Facebook starts in 2004 or 20, like the letter O, 2004. Good. Let's see the next one, lady. Number 3, please.
Nelson Mandela's election as president of South Africa. A. 1994.
Was in 1994. Right, good. Number 4, Pedro, please.
The London Olympics, 2012.
2012, right. The London Olympics was in 2012, right. Let's see number 5. Sebastian, please.
The development of the first airplanes. I don't know.
Does anybody know?
Option F.
The 20th century?
Exactly, the 20th century, at the beginning of the 20th. Yeah, right. Is the development of the first airplanes. Development. Okay? Good. Let's see number 6. Andres.
The United Nations 100 birthday, 2045.
2045. Ooh, yes. Okay, let me. Oh my goodness, I can here. Okay, right. Good. And number 7, lady.
The first iPhone was in the 21st century.
Sorry, when?
The 21st century.
The 21st century, right, good. Okay, so here the important things to remember is that years are, you read them using, separating. Normally you can separate the numbers, 1994, 2004, 2012, and also from the 2000 on, you can say 2004, 2012, etc. The second thing is when you talk about centuries, there you don't use the cardinal numbers, you use the ordinal numbers. And that's why you use the TH, the 19th century, the 2nd century, the 1st century, okay? Is it okay?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Let's see, what year were you born? Andres.
I was born in 1995.
1995, okay. What about you, lady?
Sorry, 98.
Sorry?
1998, sorry.
Sorry, I don't understand.
I was born in 1998, no 1995.
Ah, 1998, okay. What about you, lady? When were you born? What year were you born?
I was born in 1994.
1994, right.
Okay.
Let's see, Pedro, what about you? When were you born?
I was born in 1998.
Okay, right. Sebastian, when were you born?
I was born in 1993.
1993, okay. So think when, in what year will you be 50 years old? Do you understand it? what year will you be 50 years old? Yes?
I will be 50 years old in 2048.
2048. Okay, right. What about you, Sebastian? When will you be 50 years old?
I was in 2008.
No, let's see. You were born in 1992, 93? 93. So when will you be 50 years old?
50, 15.
In
En el año 2008, ¿no?
No, 2008. That was in the past. No, my question is, when will you be 50 years old?
Sí, tendría 15.
No, 50. When will you be 50 years old? Not 15, 50.
Okay.
In the future.
And 2033.
Okay, 2033.
Sí,
So you, sorry, again, when were you born? In 1993?
93. Yeah, 2032.
1993. So you will be 50 in 2043. Yeah. Okay. In the year 2043. Good. What about you, lady? When will you be 50 years old? Lady?
Can you repeat, please?
I'm sorry?
Can you repeat, please?
When, in what year will you be 50 years old?
Okay. 2044.
2045. Okay. And what about you?
Four.
Sorry?
2044.
2044?
44. Exactly.
44. Okay. What about you, Pedro? When will you be 50 years old?
I will be 15 in 2048.
2048. Okay. Okay, good. So you still have a long time ahead. Okay, a long way ahead. Okay, good. Well, I will ask you now to listen to an interview, okay? Oh, sorry. I will ask you to listen to an interview. You're going to listen to a lady called Penny Davis, okay? Here we have different events from her life, yeah? So the idea is that you ordered, because they are in disorder. The first one is she lived in Manchester. According to what you listen to and you can understand, organize, write the rest of the events in order. Do you understand it? One item is extra, so not all of them. Do you understand it?
Yes.
Okay, so let's go to the listening. Sorry, where is it? Here.
Hi listeners, I'm John Howell and I'm the host of today's This Is Your Life podcast. Today I'm interviewing Penny Davies. She's 100 years old. Welcome to the show, Penny.
Thanks, John. I'm not 100 years old, though. I'm actually 101.
Well, happy birthday, and sorry to get your age wrong. Now, Penny, you were born in Wales and your parents were farmers, but I think you moved to Manchester when you were a child. When did you move to the city, and why?
We moved when I was 10 years old because my parents didn't want me to miss out on a good education.
Where did you study?
I studied at the girls' high school. I was a good student, but I didn't finish high school.
Why didn't you finish high school? Did you need to go to work?
Yes, I needed to make some money to help the family. I started work when I was 15 years old.
Where did you start work?
At a shop that sold hats. But I didn't stay there very long.
Why not?
Because I married my husband, Ron, and in the mid-20th century, most women didn't work after they married.
And I think you and Ron moved to the town of Perth in Scotland. Is that right?
No, we didn't move to Perth in Scotland. We moved to Perth in Australia.
Sorry, my mistake again. How long did you live in Perth?
We lived there until Ron died.
When did Ron die?
He died in 1977, so I moved back to England. I didn't want to stay in Australia without Ron.
Penny, that's so interesting, but we need to take a short break now. We'll be back in a few minutes with more of Penny's life story.
Okay. Could you order the events? Could you put them in order?
Yes.
Yes, okay. So number 1 is lived in Manchester. Let's see number 2. Andres, please.
Studied at girls' high school.
Okay, studied.
Studied.
Studied. That is number 2. Good. Number 3, Sebastián.
I don't know. I don't sure. C, married Ron.
No, almost, but no. It was something before that.
D, started studying to be a teacher.
No, sorry. Let's see, Pedro. What is number 3?
Worked in a hat shop.
Worked in a hat shop, right. That is number 3. Number 4, lady.
Studies at a girls' high school.
No, that was number 2.
Okay. I
We have-
started studying to be a teacher.
No. No, not at all. We said number 1 lived in Manchester. Let me write it down. Okay. Wait. How can I write here? Here we have number 1. We said this is that tries to be number 2. Then number 3. Number 3, number 4. Can anybody tell me number 4?
He married with Ron.
She married Ron, right? Okay. Number 4, number 5. Anybody?
Lived in Perth.
Right, very good. Lived in Perth. Let me see, how can I? Oh. Number 5, lived in Perth. Number 6. What is number 6?
Moved to England.
Moved to England, right. Well, this is something difficult to do. Okay, number 6 is moved to England, right. Good. Okay. Well, now you will listen to the tape again, but this time you're going to decide if the sentences are true or false. Please, here you have 7 sentences. Please read them before listening. Okay? Some seconds for you to read it. Okay? Is it okay?
Yes, we listen again.
Yes, you're going to listen again.
Yes.
I want you
okay.
to read only the sentences first. Is that okay before listening?
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, here we go.
Hi, listeners. I'm John Howell, and I'm the host of today's This Is Your Life podcast. Today I'm interviewing Penny Davies. She's 100 years old. Welcome to the show, Penny.
Thanks, John. I'm not 100 years old, though. I'm actually 101.
Well, happy birthday, and sorry to get your age wrong. Now, Penny, you were born in Wales and your parents were farmers, but I think you moved to Manchester when you were a child. When did you move to the city, and why?
We moved when I was 10 years old because my parents didn't want me to miss out on a good education.
Where did you study?
I studied at the girls' high school. I was a good student, but I didn't finish high school.
Why didn't you finish high school? Did you need to go to work?
Yes, I needed to make some money to help the family. I started work when I was 15 years old.
Where did you start work?
At a shop that sold hats. But I didn't stay there very long.
Why not?
Because I married my husband, Ron, and in the mid-20th century, most women didn't work after they married.
And I think you and Ron moved to the town of Perth in Scotland. Is that right?
No, we didn't move to Perth in Scotland. We moved to Perth in Australia.
Sorry, my mistake again. How long did you live in Perth?
We lived there until Ron died.
When did Ron die?
He died in 1977, so I moved back to England. I didn't want to stay in Australia without Ron.
Penny, that's so interesting, but we need to take a short break now. We'll be back in a few minutes with more of Penny's life story.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Let's see. Let's see. Number 1, Sebastian, please read the sentence. Tell me if it is true or false. If it is false, give me the correct answer, please.
Okay. Penny is 100 years old. False. Penny
False.
is 101 years old.
Okay, very good. She is 101. So this is false. Oof. Awful. Yeah, good. Let's see number 2, Andres.
Penny moved because her parents wanted her to have a good education. That is true.
Okay, right. This is true. Let's see number 3, lady.
Penny didn't finish high school. That is true.
True, right. Very good. 2. Let's see number 4, Pedro.
Penny worked in a hat shop for a long time. False.
False. Why is
Penny
it?
worked in a hat shop for a short time.
Okay, very good. Right, for a short time. Very good. Let's see, Sebastian, please, number 5.
At that time, women didn't usually work after they married. True.
Sorry, yeah, true. Be careful with the pronunciation. Wait, first of all, we're going to see. I lose the mouse. Yeah, this is true, right? Be careful with the pronunciation of this word. Between the singular, the plural, the singular, you pronounce it woman. Okay, woman. But the plural is different and you pronounce women. Okay, women. Actually, it takes E, women. Okay, right. Let's see number 6. Andres, please.
Penny and Ron moved to Scotland. That is false because they moved to Australia.
Okay, right. Yeah, not to Scotland, but to Australia. Okay, right. Let's see number 7, lady.
Ron died in 1997. That is false because Ron died in 1977.
Right.
I don't. Okay.
Yeah, this is false because it was in 19. It's difficult to write.
77.
Yeah. 19. Oof. 77. No, sorry. Yeah, 1977. Not 1997. Okay, good. Very good. Any questions or comments about this tape?
Penny is very old.
Sorry, I think, lady, you are very close to the microphone, isn't it? I mean, or not?
No.
No, because I can hardly, I mean, it's difficult for me to get you because I feel very close. Okay, can you repeat the question, please?
Penny is very old.
Oh yeah, definitely. She's very old. Yes, very old. Okay. Okay. Well, as you could see here, we used other verbs in the past. Most of them, I mean, for example, when we talk about number 2, for example, Penny moved because her parents wanted her to have a good education. We can see that in both cases, the difference between, I mean, to talk about the past, we put ed at the end of the verb. Moved, wanted, right? Worked, married, died, okay? We're going to practice, I don't think, well, we will see if we can do something today, but we're going to see how to pronounce this ed. But this is the majority of verbs in the past belong to this group. I mean, the difference between the present and the past is the ending. Okay, so we have, for example, in present, you say move or moves, depending on the subject. But in the past, all of the verbs, all the people are the same. Moved, ed, for all the people. I, you, we, he, she, it, all. Well, and that is the same with all the rest, okay? Want, sorry. Want or wants in present, and in the past, we put just ed to all the people, yeah? The same with work, we say work or works, in present, and then we say worked in the past. Okay, do you understand that?
Yes.
Yes?
Yes.
Okay, so now we are going to go to, we're going to move on. Okay, here we have the same thing, but it's in more the same. Here we have, when did you move to the city? Here we have a question in the past. Here we can see that the question in the past, uses the word did. When did you move to the city? We moved when I was 10 years old because my parents didn't want me to miss out on a good education. So we have the negative form, again, we did, but this time is didn't want. But I didn't finish high school. Yes? So you can see that the ed is only used when the sentence is affirmative. When it is negative or when it is a question, you use the auxiliary did or didn't. And here we have a negative question. Why didn't you finish high school? Did you need to go to work? Yes? So we have the auxiliary. Well, it's a verb that helps you to make questions and negatives in different tenses. Let's see some examples here in this table. Let's see positive sentences or affirmative sentences. We can see that in the past, all of the people use the same form. I, you, he, she, it, we, you, they lived. All of them in Australia. This is different from the present where you could see that it was he, she, it, you put an S here, that is not a problem, okay? In the case of negative sentences, the same, but we use didn't, that is the abbreviated form, or didn't. I, you, he, she, blah, didn't live in Scotland. When you make a yes or no question, did I, you, he, she, it, we, you, they, did you live in Australia? Short answers, yes, I, you, he, she, it did. Yes, we, you, they did. Or no, I, you, he, she, it didn't. Or no, we, you, they didn't or did not. And then when you make questions using question words, it's the same. How long did you live in Australia? When did you live in Australia? Where did you live in Australia? Why did you live in Australia, etc. Okay? Do you understand this, the way to form it?
Yes.
Yes. Any questions about it? Any questions?
No.
No questions? Okay. Okay. If you go on, let me go down. Here we have a paragraph where you can have more information about Penny Davies' life, okay? You are going to use this information to complete the questions or write negative sentences in the exercise after that, okay? For example, when I returned to the UK in 1977, I moved back to Wales, yeah? So the question is, when did Penny move back to Wales? Okay? Do you understand it? Or, well, I wanted to live near my cousins. She wanted to live near her children. She didn't want to live near her children. She wanted to live near her cousins. Okay, do you understand it?
Yes.
Yeah, Okay, some minutes for you to do this exercise. Reading the paragraph, and according to that, complete the questions or write negative sentences, okay? Ready?
Not yet.
Yes, everybody?
No,
No.
Okay,
not yet.
not yet. Okay. Okay,
Yes.
yes, everybody? Let's see the first one. Who can do the first one? Andres, can you?
Yes.
Okay.
Why did Penny a university course?
Why did Penny?
A university course?
Let me write it completely. Something is missing.
Faltarlo.
Yeah, the question word is why did Penny what? Here, sorry?
No, I understood.
We understand that you need something here, a verb. Why did Penny? See what I mean?
Yes.
What can you do with the university course?
Sorry?
Because the question, I mean, includes a university course. So what can you do with the university course? You need a word that fits into a university course.
Yes, yes, that
So
it's why did Penny want an university course?
want? Why did she want?
Yes.
No.
Or start.
Right.
Sorry.
Why did Penny start a university course? Yeah, that's it. Okay, right. Good. Good. Let's see the second one. Lady, can you?
Podría, okay.
Here
Yeah.
you have to make it negative.
Yes. Penny studied geography.
Uh-huh.
She didn't study geography. Yeah. She studied history.
Very good. She didn't study geography. She studied history, right?
History.
She studied history. Okay, good. Let's see number 3. Pedro, please.
Penny starts writing books. Penny didn't start writing books. Penny started writing newspaper
Articles.
articles.
Okay, she didn't start writing books, right? She started writing newspapers articles, right? I'm going to abbreviate that. Newspaper articles. Okay, right. Let's see number 4. Sebastián. Sebastián, can you hear me?
How long did you work for the local
work?
news?
Sorry, did you work?
Work.
No, but did you work? We are talking about Penny Davis.
How long?
No, that's okay. I mean, it's only one thing. Okay, how long did
she work? She worked for the local news.
Right. How long did she work for the local newspaper? Right. Yes, good. Let's see number 5. Andres, please, number 5.
Penny met David at the pub. No, she didn't. She met David in a newspaper.
Okay, so she didn't meet, be careful here. She didn't meet David at the pub. She met him. In the past, this is irregular, it's a different word. She met him at work. Okay, right, good. Let's see, lady, please, number 6, please.
Okay. When did she marry with David?
When did she marry
With
David?
David.
Not with. When did she marry David? Right. The other one is to get married with. Yes?
Marry, get.
Get married with.
She get married.
The verb, I mean, there are 2 possibilities. You marry a person. Yes?
Yes.
The other way is you get married, ED, with the person.
Okay.
Yes?
She married David when she was 70 years old.
Yeah, okay. You answered the question. Good. Yes, good. Let's see number 7. Pedro. Pedro?
What number?
Number 7, please.
Number 7. Why Penny and David travel all over
You have to
the world?
complete the question. Number 7, you have just to complete the question.
I don't know. Then David. When? Maybe?
No, because, no, it's not when. It's a
Did.
yes or no question.
Did Penny and
Yeah,
David
that's it.
travel?
Yeah,
Ah, yes.
sorry. Did Penny and David, did Penny and David what?
Travel.
Travel, right, all over the world, yes. Lady, you have a question?
No.
No, sorry, it was my impression. Well, finally, number 8. Sebastian, please.
Penny and David didn't visit 50 countries. They visited 55, no, 25 countries.
Yeah, so they didn't, oh, sorry, they didn't visit 50 countries. They visited 25, apenas. Okay, they visited 25 countries. Okay. Do you understand how to form the past tense in negatives and questions and affirmative sentences, obviously? Do you understand it?
Yes.
Yes. Any questions?
No questions.
No questions. Voy a explicar algo en español porque para asegurarme que quede claro. Hay una cosa que me acabo de dar cuenta, que la prueba la tenemos, yo pensaba que eran 2 semanas y no, es en la próxima semana, es el 2 de mayo.
Sí.
Estamos encima. Yo creo que sería mejor que la corriéramos al 9 de mayo, ¿les parece?
Ok.
A todo esto, el 2 de mayo al final va a ser feriado, ¿no? ¿Ustedes saben eso?
Parece que no se alcanza a discutir porque es muy encima. Escuché.
Ah, no. Ya, me parecía. Ok, mejor entonces. La dejamos para el 9 porque si no, no vamos a alcanzar a ver todo. La dejamos para el 9 de mayo, mejor. ¿Ya?
Bueno.
¿Is it okay?
¿Qué temas va a entrar, profesora?
I'm sorry, ¿qué?
¿Qué temas va a entrar?
Todo lo que
Presente
hemos visto
simple,
hasta ahora,
pasado.
o sea, en tiempos verbales, el presente y el pasado, en términos de vocabulario, lo que vimos de profesiones, familia, datos personales, intercambiar información, tiempo libre. Y ahora que estamos, bueno, esto de ahora no es tan nuevo, pero es como la biografía en el fondo. ¿Ya? Eso.
Ok.
Preposiciones in, on, at, que también lo vimos, todo lo que hemos visto. Por eso es un midterm test, o sea, acumulativo. ¿Ok?
Ok. Thanks.
Okie dokie, guys. So, shall we stop here and continue next week then? Next week, I would like to concentrate just on the past tense and to do oral work with that. Yes? So as to organize all the grammar we practiced today. And I want you please to bring all your questions, all your doubts to that class. Is that right?
Okay.
Yes?
Okay.
Okay, guys. See you next week. Okay? Have a nice week. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
See you.
Bye-bye.